Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And now running right through it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Howard on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they run with Howard. Room here to run. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Carry for Blunt. Fancy footwork in midfield. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right there at the 43. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Play clock winding down. Running with Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They find some open field here. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call. And
the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So now it's first and goal. They go counter with Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. West. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He finds Hearns left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. First down, Mahomes. Hearns brings it in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it with Sproles. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
Let's go. Green.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Dustin Colquitt on to punt for KC. He's got a dad, a brother, and an uncle that have all punted in the NFL. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That's taken on the 25.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, all right, here we go.
19. In motion, Hill. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles take possession.
A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Howard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They go with Howard again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelce there on that play, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Now let's go.
Now here's Mahomes. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, now he bowls him over. So 1:51 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Wentz going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that goes for a gain of 31. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On play action, it's Wentz. Fights him off. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Wentz will try again on second down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it, they demand it, and they get them.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
All right, now, look at 56.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line. They begin here with a run by West. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So the offense has it first and 10.
Watch tight. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On the toss, there goes West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On the ground, it's West again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Fresh set of downs here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Mahomes now to throw. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Again, it's Howard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Sean Robinson with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Set! Green, 39! Detroit! Detroit! Watching that, Barney! Barney! Set!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They come out here in the eye. Now a toss. This is West. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On the toss play, Howard. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
This is West. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Chris Long getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down again. Chris Long. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run with Howard. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing now is Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down following the incompletion.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Again, it's Wentz. And this one is incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Wentz going to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Sean Robinson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Sean Robinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And for them a touchdown their last go around. Obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Mahomes setting up the screen for West. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Mahomes going to throw it here. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught at the And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a try. Over. Here we go. Back that. Here we go. Land it. Over.
Now it's Mahomes again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A spin. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Ertz has it left side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. D. Ford in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. To throw is Wentz. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tomahali in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.